be the intro. Let me know when you want me to start hitting it. Oh, Gucci. Oh. Hey, we live. Hey, welcome. Today I got a special guest with me. We chopping it up on the couch. Me and my guy Delvin Breaux.
Sir.
You dig?
Appreciate you.
You dig? We just about to talk it up for a little bit and get reacquainted.
Yes, sir.
This is my dog from way back to Park Ball. We go way back. So, bro, we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna talk about the book first. Let's talk about the book. We got the book that just came out. Then you went on wall for the book.
So I got that best-selling author, man.
You did. He's a
man.
bestseller, man.
I got the bestseller. I got the International Bestseller Award. I want to say about 2 or 3 weeks after publishing it, man. So shout out to Williams Commerce, my guy Ross. Shout out to my guy.
So picture, I'm gonna ask, right? What made you write the book, bro? Like I read it front to back. The story crazy. It's definitely gonna be a movie, right? But what made you really write the book?
You know what? I always wanted to write my write a book and tell my story. Just at a younger age, man, when I was going through the trauma and stuff, I was like, man, I think this story would be cool because a lot of people are not, knowing what's going on behind closed doors, and to give, people an insight of my life, I would have to write a book. Plus, it's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? And then we don't have a lot of black male authors, dog.
Facts.
So I'm like, and then I'm from the Iberville Project. So I'm like, bro, I have a lot of things that can really inspire, the next generation. So I was like, man, it's a no-brainer. I got to tell a story.
Facts, dope book too. So I want to hop into the book real quick. We're going to go a little preview. Let's talk about your childhood, bro. You had a crazy childhood filled with abuse. You feel me?
Yep.
Growing up with a full household. I think you said 11 people in the crib.
We was 10. I was
10 people in the crib in the project, bro. So like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the being crowded and the abuse part. However you want to put it together.
Yeah, man. So I was young. So what I can remember was, man, we was bouncing around the projects, man. My dad and then we used to stay in St. Thomas, Desire, St. Bernard. So we was bouncing around. And when I come to senses is what I remember was the Iberville Project, right? So that's all I know is staying across the street from the graveyard on Conti, and that's all I know, man. You're hearing gunshots, fights, people drinking alcohol, like it's that's just what it is. That was
New
the
Orleans
vibe,
shit.
you feel me,
Like
right?
New Orleans.
The neutral grounds, we
right.
playing on the neutral ground and everything, man. So it was one of 10. I was one of 10 up in the house in a Iberville Project, man, and it was pretty crazy. It wasn't ideal. Right, because when we watching the Bill Cosby show and we see all the Brady Bunch and we see this big family with a big house and upstairs, downstairs, that's what we're imagining. But we don't have that, man. We ain't living like that, right? So I had abuse in the household. My first traumatic experience was when I was 4 years old, man. I saw my dad. He was beating my mom, and that wasn't really ideal because that's all I thought of growing up. I thought, man, it's okay to beat women. I thought it was okay to put hands on women just by seeing somebody do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was very traumatic, man. And living in an environment like that, it was tough. So yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro. So let's go back to seeing your mom get beaten, right? Yep. What you really thinking at that moment? Because like you got to think that's moms, bro. Like if I see somebody putting hands on moms, I'm flashing. But you're a kid, and that's pops putting hands on mom. So, like, what you really thinking in that moment? Do I help? Is it, you feel me? Like, what's going on?
Well, in that moment for me, man, when I saw my dad, I saw my mom go in first, and then I saw my dad, he bust through the front door, and he's raging, bro. You could see this just furious look in his eyes, man, and he's going up the stairs behind her, and all you hear up there, boom, my mama squealing and making all these noises. And I'm just like, mind you, I'm a little kid. I'm like, ain't no adult going to go up there and stop this from happening. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Right. So I took it up on my own, man. I had courage then. So I went upstairs, man, and I opened the door. And mind you, it was pitch black. So I opened the door, and that's all you can hear is, and my mama squealing, like, get off me, trying to fight. So as I come around the corner, bro, that's all I see, him just on top of her, bro, just punching. And I'm like, stop, man, stop, Dad. I'm trying to get him off. And he pushes me back, bro. And as I'm standing back by the door, like you could just see this look, bro. His eyes are black. Like it was just this devilish look, like this demonized look. And I'm looking as a kid, like, bro, is this normal? This is normal? That's my daddy, bro. Like this, so this cool.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm crying. I'm in a moment of like, I have this courage, and I'm like, bro, ain't no adults up here, bro. It's just me. I'm just this little kid trying to stop my dad from doing this to my mom. I'm like, bro, like, where the adults are? So I'm getting to see all this, this emotional trauma as a child, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. So boom, we got all the at home problems, right? But your outlet is football.
Yep.
So we're gonna go back. I know you from Goretti. I don't think I really know you from Harrell. I know you from playing against you in Goretti.
Yep.
Football is your outlet, right? So let's talk about your love for the game. Let's talk about park ball all the way through high school. Let's talk about your career with that. Let us know where you played at, who you played for, position, all that good shit. Cause they know you for football. So let's talk about football now. Let's talk football.
Yeah. So football was a part of my journey, man. At a young age, man. I started playing football when I was 4 years old. Running around tackling my brother Lionel and everything, man. So football was my love, man. And when I was going through those abusive situations, or those mental traumatic situations, football was my outlet.
Right.
So when I get to practice, man, I wasn't really trying to just practice, Pat. I was trying to dominate,
right?
Because I knew I know what's going on at home. You know what I'm saying? And as I got older, bro, it just became normal for me, man. So I was a running back. I started off playing running back and linebacker, and I made my first tackle. I think we was playing against Willie Hall. I was playing for Harrell at the time, and we was playing against Willie Hall at Harrell. And I shot through the B gap, bro. Made this play, boom, boy. My dad, bro. I looked to the side. My dad was so happy, and I was like, man, you feel like he was like this. He was like, oh, that's my boy. And I'm like, man, if this what I gotta do to make my dad happy and to stop doing all that mean stuff or negative stuff behind closed doors, then I'm gonna be the best football player ever. Right. Nothing gonna stop me, Pat. And that's what I did, man. I just channeled that energy.
And you feel me? I was around, so I know you dominated. Yeah. I think I used to bust y'all ass, but you dominated.
Look, you talking that? Look, I was just driving
past.
I
used to go crazy.
I was just driving past the lakefront route. Just driving past, and I was passing up Milne, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go do some commentary. And just to stop at every park, just to let them know how I used to bust that ass
bro.
At every park, dog.
If anybody knows back then, Joe Brown ran shit. I'm sorry. I probably lost 3 games in park ball. So, boom. Park ball, we know park ball was good. Then we go to Gregory. Now, mind you, Gregory was special because we both went to Gregory together. We had a team full of ballers, right? So, we go through Gregory. Then you go to high school, 35. Let's talk about the neck injury, bro. Talk us through that neck injury.
Man, yeah, man. So it was October 27, 2006 is when my life changed. But what a lot of people don't know is the week before I broke my neck, we was playing against Rummel, and they had a quarterback by the name of Scotty Buson, called him Scotty B. So he made a play, whatever. I came around, made the tackle. Mind you, I dove, ducked my head, made the tackle. Everything was spinning. Mind you, it's the game before I broke my neck.
Right.
So mind you, I ain't tell my dad. I ain't tell nobody. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go do more neck exercises because I'm like, man, that's probably what I need. I probably just need to strengthen up my neck and be good. I ain't thinking nothing of it, right? Then the next week came, man, October 27, 2006. We was playing against Jesuit. And on the kickoff, man, I was on the left-hand side of the field. Shot down there like, man, I thought I was Usain Bolt, Pat. I'm gone. And got down there, Peyton Jason, man. He lifted up his knee. And as he lifted up his knee, like I dove in there. I didn't drop my head on my neck all the way. Like I was able to see him like up until my helmet got close to his knee. I closed my eyes. Boom. His knee hit me, bro. My neck jacked back, bro. Next thing you know, everything was dark, Pat. You hear what I'm saying? Everything was dark, dog. And in this moment, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, bro, I got to keep going. And I hear my teammates they're like, D, bro, come on, man, get up, bro.
Get up, man.
You feel me?
You can't be no hoe on that field. We know that for a fact. You
get your ass up. Look. I'm like, man, I'm trying, but I can't move. I can't get up. I'm like, man, and I can't get up. And then next thing you know, they had this bright white light just appeared, Pat. And mind you, I'm still in this moment of thinking I'm about to get up off the field, get ready to go play this next play, and I just see this bright white light, and I'm looking around this room, right? It's a corner wall, and it's just all white room. The only thing it could remind me of is Bruce Almighty. Whenever Morgan Freeman and Jim
Right,
Carrey was in that room,
guy. Yeah, right.
he was just in that. That's all I could remember in that moment, and I'm just looking around this room like, man, what's going on? Where am I? Right, and nobody's in here. And then within a few seconds, my coach come over. He like, hey, bro, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. He's like, all right, well, come on, get up. I'm like, all right, shit, man. Good. Took my helmet off, man, and walked off the field, bro. Crazy.
Bro, you could have died, bro.
I know.
Like, you really could have died. So, had that never crossed your mind? Like, real talk.
Man,
I know,
absolutely.
like,
Absolutely, bro.
but you love the game that much, well, you were willing to continue.
Absolutely, man, because I felt I had to do more. I felt like my purpose was to do more.
Right.
And that's to show people that, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you still gonna get back up, and you gotta get back up because success is up that way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me be the blueprint. So I had to keep going.
But
man.
picture, you wanted to impress Pops, or you was doing it for you?
At that point, I started doing it for me.
All right.
Before I broke my neck, I was doing everything for my pops. To please my pops, to make sure he really understood that this is Delvin Breaux.
Mm-hmm.
That's my brother Lionel, and we two different people, man. Like, you have to understand and learn your kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where we fell short at a lot, because I'm not Lionel. You know what I'm saying? I never was going to be Lionel. I was never going to be as far as Lionel. I was never going to be as fast as Lionel. I was only going to be as best as Delvin Breaux can be, man.
Right.
And my dad didn't see that,
For those who don't know who Lionel is, that's his big bro. Another guy that we played against. A dog on that field, too. So, shout out to Lionel, you dig. So, boom. Now we're going to talk. I'm going to go to LSU now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hit something first with LSU, right? So, you go to LSU, you sign your scholarship, you go to LSU. But it's a point where you go into depression, right? So you're mixing your pills with elk. What was going on? What was going on?
Man, a lot was going on at that time, man. I was just a 19-year-old kid, just trying to figure it out, Pat.
Right.
Shit, I was trying to figure it out, man, and I was just trying to understand who I was as a human being, man. A lot was stripped from us, and having my dad raise me the way he raised me, and I had so many traumatic moments and events throughout my college time to where I was like, alcohol was my best friend.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? I ain't have weed or cannabis at that point, but alcohol was my best friend, man. Alcohol made me feel good, made me socialize, right? It made me feel alive. It made me feel like somebody. It made me have that courage,
Right.
that confidence, that courage. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just continue to do that. So I started taking pills. It was Vyvanse. It was 60 milligrams. Vyvanse. I will open it up. I'll make my drink. I had Ciroc.
Right.
I was drinking Diddy Ciroc. Yeah, I know. I don't like saying.
Oh, Ciroc, we need a sponsor, bitch.
Look, I don't drink it no more. But it was the best at the time, and that's what I had to. That's what I could afford and work with. So I was just trying to feel good and get through those nights to where I was having those traumatic, seizures and moments to where I'm thinking about that shit. So that was it, bro.
So, Pitch, I even read you wanted to end it, bro. Like, how you feeling mentally, like today? Mentally today.
Man, today I'm feeling great, man.
You're vibrant, bitch. You're vibrant. You're vibrant.
Oh, man. Look, I wish what I know now, I wish I knew back then. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have definitely would have changed my outlook on life for sure.
All right, so I got to, this not even written down, it's a freestyle. So I read the book, right? It talks about how stepmom's your angel.
Yes.
We gotta give a segment to stepmoms. Talk about your stepmoms, like what she did for you, who she is first of all, what she did for you, and how that relationship is today.
Yes. So I just want to say shout out to God, for bringing His angels in my life, man, and my stepmom. And I call her my mom, but I always gotta revert to step just so she
people. But I'm like that. I don't use the word step, bro. Ain't no such thing as step mom, step dad, step. No. If you my brother, you my brother. We rocking. I don't believe in that, so I get it. So
absolutely, she came in my life when I was young, man. She told us she used to like watch us, babysit us, and change our diapers and everything and stuff. So she been in our life since she was young, and then she just became that role once we all moved in together, right?
Right.
We moved down to the Iberville project, and we all moved in together. So she man, she's awesome, man. She's my angel. She been there for me, Pat. This is a woman that stood up, bruh, hours, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I'm calling her, talking to her about my issues and my problems in college, dog. No woman, no other woman could do that, man. That woman stood up, she called, she answered, she wakes up. What's going on? So I like, Mom, I'm going through my mental I'm going through my mental issues. So she's there for me, man. So to have her there to keep me calm in those moments, Pat, man, that's an angel.
That's dope, bro. Shout out to stepmoms for sure.
You know?
So boom. So we still at LSU, right? Mind you, that's a dream school for probably everybody in New Orleans, right? Like I definitely wish I went to LSU. You at LSU and don't go as planned though. Now what? What's next?
Man, you know what, man? I had to survive. It's called survival, man. It was called survival for me, man. I had met my ex-wife during that time. You know, I was just getting evicted out of my apartment out of Burbank Commons, man. I was getting evicted, got my letter, and you know, I asked my girl at the time, with my ex-wife at the time, I was like, hey, listen, I don't want to go back home, because if I go back home, I'm going back to an abusive situation, because I was going back to live with my dad. That man told me I got to work. The door's going to be closed at 8 o'clock. I'm like, man, oh, no. So I know.
Hey, Raul,
listen,
Pops was wildin', bro. Like,
shit, bro. I'm in college, Pat.
I ain't gonna lie, so we might have to square up with Pops one of these.
This man said, you
God
come back home,
damn,
you
8
gotta
o'clock?
The door's going to be locked at 8. And so I don't want to live like that. I'm in college with all this freedom. Why would I want to go back to being in a
cage? Yeah,
I don't want that. So I'm gonna survive. You know. So I reached out to my ex-wife at the time. I told her straight up, look, like, listen, I need somewhere to stay. You know, do you mind me coming and live with you till I get on my feet or whatever? And then we roll from there. So I'm surviving at this point, man.
That's crazy, Pops. Why? I gotta ask, bro. So what you and Pops looking like today, son? Cause you posted something on Instagram. I think you said you hollered at Pops, right?
Yeah,
that's on Father's Day.
My event, man.
That's on Father's Day, right? Yeah. How you and Pops looking today?
Man, you know what, man? That was my first time really seeing my dad and interacting with my dad in like 3 years. But I've seen him, if you get what I'm saying. But us really interacting and just him being around me, man. It's been 3 years since the last time I really vibed with my dad. So seeing him pull up on Father's Day was special to me, man. Mind you not, Pat, this man ain't never showed up to none of my Saints games. Man, never showed up to none of my CFL games. Man, never showed up to none of my arena games. Never showed up to none of my semi-pro games. Even when I went back to Canada from the Saints, still never showed up. So my thing is, at what point in time are you going to put all that bullshit behind you? And look, let me start supporting my son. Let me start being here for my son.
Because at the end of the day, it was him. It wasn't you.
Come on, man.
It might be some with the older cats, though, like, my pop's cool. You know my pop. You know my pop's the shit. But I don't know. What do you think it is though?
Man, it's life. You got to think about the cycle. You got to think about the way he was raised. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, not me being all into my world, I never really once was open to his world and understanding how he was raised. So now I finally got that knowledge and that talk. Now I can move on with my life because I know he didn't know. He didn't know no better. His mom did the same thing, which was my grandma did the same thing to him. So now it's like, man, I can't be mad at him. So let me forgive myself. I'm going to forgive him. Forgive myself so I can move on, Pat. Now I got to inspire the world, dog.
You good. Hey, that's big, bro. I ain't going to lie, that's big. Then shout out to Pops, too. It's all love.
Man.
You already know that.
Daddy,
for sure. All right, so boom. You dig. Shout out to Pops, man. I always see that boy, too, just so you know. I always see him. Yep. So, boom, we LSU. I don't want to skip over the other spot. So, we went to, what is it? Gridiron League? What is it? Gridiron League? The Gridiron League?
Yes.
And then in AFL, talk about the gridiron first, then we'll go to AFL.
Yeah, man. So what happened was once I got done with LSU, I moved in with my ex-wife and everything, and I had to find a way. So I got to working. You know, I got to playing flag football. You know, I was staying in shape. You know, I was playing, I don't know if you know, but I was playing LSU intramurals. I was, you know, just trying to stay in shape. I didn't know if football was going to be in the door for me. Pat, I used to drive down Nicholson Drive, passing up the natatorium. I always was saying, I'm going to be in the league one day. I'm going to be in the league one day. Right? Then I started making this transition from Baton Rouge. We ended up moving to St. Charles Street down in New Orleans. And I'm like, man, I'm 5 minutes down from the Superdome. So I'm sitting up here like, hold on, pay attention to where you're going, Delvin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the moments. Right, so my brother Pee Wee was like, "Man, why you playing flag, bro? You don't need to be out here playing this flag, bro. Go play football. Go play for the voodoo. Go try for the voodoo." I'm like,
Right.
"Man, in order to get with the voodoo, I gotta have film. I gotta start off lower than that."
Some
So that what made me get involved with the semi-pro Gridiron Developmental League. I went played for the Louisiana Bayou Vipers out in Hammond.
right.
You know, show love to them. I played a game or two with Crescent City Kings. So shout out to Coach Mike and them over there, man. There was love. Coach Brass, there was love over there too, man. And but I had to make a way. I had my ex-wife out there. I had her filming the games.
I remember them
So,
highlights.
You know, so
I
when
remember
people
them
sitting up there
highlights.
talking about getting it out the mud, you really got to get it out the mud, dog. She
Right.
had a phone, like a smaller, just recording the games to get what we can get because I knew where I was trying to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And get you somebody that's gonna be on your side, that's
Got
gonna have
to.
your back. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
must.
saying? Because through that time, I didn't know who to trust, but she was there.
She had it down.
She was holding it down for me. She was, making sure I get to these camps, making sure I get to these workouts, making sure she out there filming for me.
Right.
So hats off to her. I always show her love. You know what I'm
The
saying?
little wifey.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, for
Gotta
sure.
show love to her, man. So once we got through the semi-pro, man, the Gridiron Development, it was awesome, bro. My first fucking game back, making a tackle. I was scared as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I
You
was
did.
spoiled. I was scared as a much because I ain't
You
played
broke that.
physical
Bro,
since-
listen, you were playing with a broken neck.
Yes, sir.
They got niggas who ain't bounced back from a broken finger.
Yeah.
You're playing with a broken neck, bro. So, like, really, you got to realistically, bro, you really could have died on the field, bro. That's
man.
crazy. Like, you really love the game that much.
Man, listen, when it's that therapeutic to you at a young age, it's gonna follow you. And when it's your dream and it's your calling, it's gonna follow you.
That's
So
true,
football
bro.
been following
That's
me.
true. Because I know, I ain't gonna lie, I came out of college out of a whole year just train, bro. Like, train for a whole year. Next thing you know, me and you on the field together. But we're gonna get to that later. So, boom, we already win GFL. I mean, Gridiron League go good. AFL come about. I'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
man. So once I made so I did well with the GDFL, made All-Star there, man. Enjoyed that moment. I was like, what's next for Delvin Breaux?
Right.
I'm like, bro, what's next? So I got film, we got everything now. So what's next? So Arena hit.
Arena.
Brother Pee Wee hit me up again. I was like, yo, bro, you gonna go try for Voodoo? They got a workout in October. I think you can, go out there and try.
Right.
So I went to do a camp in Texas. When killed that camp, then the scouts there were like from the CFL was like, bro, you Delvin Breaux from McDonald 35 with the neck injury, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, what the hell are you doing out here? Like that's how they were talking because they didn't expect me to be
Right.
where I
To
was
be there
at.
for shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like you broke your neck,
That's
so you
crazy,
shouldn't even
bro.
be
Like
out here,
a
dog.
real life miracle baby.
You feel me?
If you want to keep it G, you're a miracle baby, bro. Like,
So I'm sitting up here like, okay, so they interested. So I have a
Right.
chance. So I went back home, bust my ass, had got a workout for I had a month to train. I was over at Velocity to get ready for the voodoo workout with Coach Pat O'Hara and them. And I went out there, crushed it.
right.
Boom, they ended up signing me like the next day. You go. I'm like, whoa. I said, man, I'm playing arena foot. I'm
Right,
playing
you-
arena one. now. I'm
Like,
like,
you
I'm
here,
a
bro.
pro.
Like,
Look,
you're a
I'm
pro.
now,
Like, listen,
Pat.
I don't give a fuck. You get paid $35 a game, but you're a pro.
You a
once you
pro.
get
I'm a
paid. I
pro.
don't care. So,
I'm a-
boom.
I beat the eyes.
the eyes.
But that was my whole. I said I beat the eyes. It didn't. I ain't care how big the league was. I ain't care how small it was. Pat, all I worried about was
Getting that,
hey,
and you
I'm
getting that foot in the
there. My
door,
foot
bro.
in
You in the door. Bad. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Most people worry about all the others. They want to get to they want to get to their final destination without taking the steps. You got to take
Right.
the steps first.
See,
man.
today, a lot of people won't make it. They ain't got that drive, bro. A lot of people want to set out a whole year and just train like I did. No, indeed, no. A lot of people when they went from no gridiron lead to it's not. You know that it's not happening, bro. This shit is baby cake. It's soft right now, right? So boom, we at the AFL, right? I think he played 3 games AFL, broke his shoulder, right? Tore labrum.
Yep,
Tore
tore my labrum. Yep.
So boom, labrum torn. We chilling. We rehabbing. CFL call.
Man, I wasn't chilling, but I was practicing.
I mean practicing, but like.
no, I was practicing. They didn't know. They didn't know my
Oh, yeah?
my labrum
Oh,
was
yeah,
torn.
you-
That's the crazy thing.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your body gonna be hurting when
They
you
didn't
old.
even know my whole labrum was torn, but they had me out there practice. This AFL, not mind you.
Right.
I wasn't even expecting this as a pro, dog.
Bro, your body gonna be hurting, bro.
Man, bro, we got treatment in a bottom of Tag Garmless Stadium,
Man,
bro.
You got better
We
treatment
got
in high
treatment
school.
at a where we was at. We was at this apartment complex in Metairie. We watched film. It humbled me. It humbled me so much because I thought I had so much expectations of what a pro
Pro,
looked
yeah,
like.
that's not
That
it.
wasn't it. I'm
Nah.
like, yo, Voodoo, what we doing?
Don't be fooled,
You feel me?
right?
But you just gotta appreciate where you at in those moments,
Right.
man.
Cause you still a pro.
At the end of the day,
You still a pro. So like, can't take that from you.
right?
All right, so boom, Marino's cool. No, but CFL call. Now what you think? It's Canada. Mind you, before I went to CFL, I never really watched the CFL. Like, I didn't know the rules. I didn't know the field was wider, the field longer, extra player, the waggle. What you thinking? Hamilton called you. That's a great franchise too. Matter of fact.
Man, you know what, bro? It was just a dream come true. My agent hit me up, Anthony Griffith. Shout out to AG. He reached out to me. I think it was week 9, and I'm still practicing with Voodoo.
Voodoo, right?
And I get a call. My agent, he called. He said, "Bro, you want to go to the CFL and play?" I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Man, they've been watching you play. They watched 3 games. They like what they see." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey, when the workout is, you know?" And he's like, "Shit, we're gonna be going soon." So I'm like, "All right, bet." Told the arena football coaches, Coach Pat, Coach Denzel Ward. I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm about to be going work out for the CFL coach, so this is gonna be my opportunity." It was like, "Man, we want you to go, so go."
Right.
Man, went done my workout, killed it up there, in San Mateo, California. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It was just like a dream come true for
That's
me.
real.
Man. Like I was happy. I'm like, I get another professional team to call me and say, "Hey, bro, we want to sign you to a contract," and I'm like, okay, so this one more step closer to the NFL. I think my dream really about to be coming true. So I'm gonna continue to keep pushing. I'm gonna keep my head down and I'm gonna keep pushing. And I didn't think nothing of the CFL because, to me it's just another journey. It's just another dot on my timeline. And whenever I get there, I was just gonna enjoy the moments. I didn't watch no CFL footage, no game, no YouTube. I didn't.
You're just like me.
I
But
didn't
what I
do
would
that.
say though, because people always ask me, what was it like playing in the CFL? I tell people, that shit was dope, bro.
They
Like,
don't understand.
that shit was dope. Like, I played against some real ballers. We had like the level of competition is high.
Yep.
You feel me? Like, you playing against guys who was the college greats down here.
Yep.
Like I told you, like Pat White was my quarterback, bro. Like one of the greatest college quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So like, our people, what would you say? Somebody be like, what was the CFL like? What you say?
Man, amazing, fucking awesome. A fucking great opportunity.
Facts, bro.
Fucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like the NFL just has money, and that's how they get us, right?
And more teams too. Yeah, it's the money. But like, but when you think about it, the CFL is the NFL to the Canadians. Like, that's what they watch.
There you go. So my thing is, when you get American guys who don't want to go out there and get an opportunity just because it's the CFL, it's bullshit to me.
Yeah, they don't want to play.
I help open up people's minds because now there you go. This the question back why I kept going, why I keep going, why is me? Because I have to show the blueprint. I have a blueprint. Now I can tell people, I can come back to New Orleans and tell them, hey, it's a great opportunity there.
Right.
That's another resource.
That's
another reason why.
There's a lot of ballers right now at home who could really be out there probably. When you XFL, you got XFL, you got USFL, like, but CFL is definitely something I think about.
To me, it's better than the league.
Oh, you got to speak on that.
The CFL is better than the NFL by far, man.
Break it down.
The reason why I say that is because, first of all, it's a family-oriented organizations that I've been a part of. Hamilton, by far, was one of the best family-oriented organizations. They care about you. They cared about my mental health. They put professional therapists and counselors in my face when I needed it. I ain't have to go find it.
Right. Shout out to Hamilton. I played for Hamilton too.
But in the league, you gotta go find all your resources.
You on your own. They gonna give you the bread. You gonna find your own shit out of it.
But my thing is, if I'm a professional athlete, treat me like one.
Facts.
I'm in your building.
That's true.
We family. How you go mess up with? How you go tell family? You go look for. We got them up, but you gotta go do the work. That's bull crap, man. Help me.
Talk that talk, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about. And then in real life, when we don't be taught something, when you don't be taught something in real life, bro, it dawns on you. That shit, because now you don't have an experience to tell nobody else. So if you go do shit, how you going to, I can't even explain a drill to you if I ain't never do this shit or never learned it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, Hamilton was like, they gonna teach you, they train, they gonna put the resources, they put the programs, they laid it out for you. I love. It was first class, family oriented organization, bruh. That's the big difference.
CFL really was dope. Shout out to CFL for sure. I became a pro in the CFL, so you know it's love. So picture, right? CFL first year, we only played 9 games, right? You came in week 9. Second year, you're an all-star. Now it's time to go to the NFL. You worked out for how many teams?
Man, I worked out for 14.
14 teams, but the one team that pulled the plug is the hometown team.
Yep.
Let me know what you're thinking. Bro, you're coming home to play for your hometown team. That's legendary, bro.
First of all, the journey, I mean, itself was crazy because it was like, man, I finally arrived, you know.
Here.
I finally arrived, and I'm like, I have 28 of the 32 teams in the league want to bring me in. Just to, bro, some just wanted to see my physique. Some they didn't even want to train. They just like, I don't want to see
how he look. Make sure he good, then we could get the paperwork popping.
But I didn't care about all that, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm jumping up and down in each one of these hotel beds I was staying at. I was eating up all the reservations, like all the food. They said you can order. I was ordering.
I'd have ran that bit up.
You hear me? I was listen. I took advantage of it because I knew I wasn't gonna get it back.
No.
I knew where I wanted to go. And listen, the reason why I know where I wanted to go because God already knew where I wanted to go. It's already divine time. I ain't have to worry about that. Where I told you when I was at LSU, I was telling that auditorium being a Superdome.
Superdome, baby. Then you moved to St. Charles. I was listening.
Come on, man.
I was listening.
Come on. So it's the manifestation. It was already there, bro. It was already agreement. It was already grooving for me, right? So yeah, fuck. I don't know. Fuck. I just love it. It's legendary.
That's legend, bro. You played for the Saints. All right, so we got to talk about it though. We got to talk about it. Good season. You had 3 picks your first season, right? You guarding people like Steve Smith, Julio. You got a whole highlight of you locking up Julio. You feel me? Shout out to Julio. He a dog though.
Absolutely.
You going through the whole gauntlet, right? Sean Payton, the head coach.
Yep.
Let's go into the next year. Next year you break your leg.
16.
16, you break your leg. What happens with that?
Well, man, first of all, shout out to the Saints, man.
Yeah, salute the Saints for sure.
Even bringing me in, man. You know, giving a kid from New Orleans a great opportunity to come in and showcase the talents, man.
Facts.
You know, I broke my neck. Didn't have no college experience.
Bro, that's a road untraveled.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you never played down to college football. They got guys who are college All-Americans that never touched the field in the NFL. They never been to camp in the NFL. Like, you legendary, bro.
Man,
right,
listen,
you ever really thought about that?
bro.
You ever really thought about that? When I talk to you, what I always call you?
Legend.
Every time I see you, they go to legend, like, bro.
Legend?
Like, you're really a legend, bro. So, all right, boom. So, we one of the Saints, you break your fibula, right?
Yeah.
But it's some stuff that come about that with you and Sean Payton. Can you talk? Man. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, that was trying time, man. You know, after coming off a great 2015 season, man. You know, we were locked in. You know, when you have your coaches we was at a Christmas party, and he was like, "Man, you know, you gave up 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 catch in 3 weeks." I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
you
lockdown.
Continue to keep doing this in the league, man. We gonna pay you a lot of money." So I'm sitting up here like, "Oh, we really locked in." You know? So we good. 2016 we playing against the Oakland Raiders. And, man, Tywan Jones, bro, we just a normal play, bro. Jamming him on punt return. His knee hit me in my fibula. I feel this immediate pain. I'm like, man, this ain't right. So I'm jogging out the field. I go tell DA. I'm like, DA, something wrong with my leg. I'm going to have to talk to the trainers real quick before we go back in. So he's like, all right, go ahead. So we sit on the side. And I'm just like, bro, this discomfort, like, it's killing me. So I told Scotty P was our trainer at the time. I'm like, Scott, man, something wrong with my leg. So he was like, all right, well, I'm going to give you 2 more Toradol. He asked me if I took 2. I said, yes, I took 2 Toradol. He said, well, I'm going to give you 2 more.
Let him know what Toradol is, too.
Toradol is those, man, it's pain pills, bro. It's like strong Tylenol, strong ibuprofen. It blocks everything.
That bit you're going to be numb.
It numbs your whole body, so you're not feeling anything.
You're gonna be numb.
You can run through a wall and don't feel it.
That's
how strong these pills are. Mind you, now I took 2 before the game already, and they gave me 2 more when the injury happened. So mind you, I'm on 4 of these pills, dog.
You floating?
I'm floating, bro. And I still feel the pain. That's what I'm saying. So they shoving all these pills, keep giving all these pills,
bro.
but I'm still feeling the pain. So obviously something really must be wrong.
Right.
So I'm on the sideline. They got me riding the bike. Right, the fans, I see, hear a fan like, D-Bro, come on, man, you getting back in? I'm like, bro, I'm trying, but this shit hurt.
Yeah, right.
And I turn back. Coach Payton come over. He like, Brandon Cook scored this 99-yard touchdown.
I remember that.
He scored
I
his
remember
own
that.
touchdown. So he comes over. He like, hey, bro, come on. You gonna fucking quit on your team? You gonna quit on your team? And I'm sitting up here riding a bike. And I'm like, Coach, I'm fucking hurt. Like, this shit hurt. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I ain't like, in my mind, I'm like, I ain't no bitch, man. Let me go show this. I ain't like it, but see, that's the wrong mindset. I shouldn't have had that.
That's a terrible. We really think like that though. Like,
there you
don't want to be no hoe, bro. But nah, sometimes you gotta be a hoe. I'm sitting over here, like Sean. Listen, catch me next week, baby.
So athletes, when you out there, look what they say. Athletes, when you out there, if you in pain, hey, say you in pain. Let the trainers know you in pain.
And sit your goof ass down. You're gonna be one and done.
I'm telling you.
At home looking for a job.
Who?
You see what I'm saying?
Boy, listen.
You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down, man.
Boy, listen. I was on Craigslist.
Man.
And boy, they had me on Craigslist. Look at Bobby. Look, that bitch said CFL. I said, let me go back there. Let me go back there.
Facts, bro. Listen, that's really a big thing, though. Like, coaches really be trying to make us push through injuries, bro.
Yes, bro.
Dog, till this day, I got screws in my knee. I still have a separated shoulder, all trying to be tough, bro.
Yep.
Now I wake up every morning, body hurting. Like, it's not worth it, dog. Like, it really ain't worth it. So
it ain't worth it, man. But shit, you know, but you know what? It was an amazing opportunity to be in the moment, just to be in the Saints uniform, to be in that number as they call it. Right? So it was it's dope because now I still get love. Because people still ask, where the hell you been? Where you bro? Well, how the same? Why did they messed over you? And I'm like, bro, if y'all
you forever a legend. You gotta understand that. You forever a legend. So let's talk about the relationship with Sean Payton. Is there a relationship?
Nah.
Cause I feel like he did you wrong, bro.
No,
you feel me?
No, man. Listen, bro. I forgave them. You know, I forgave them. I forgave myself. Because it was some trying times, man, to where it's like, bro, this is all I had. I worked my ass off to get here.
Right.
It was at points to where we was in a hotel at airline, man. This man like banging on the desk, like called me, man, one more time, like making all these like little threats. Oh, I'm gonna trade you to Dallas and do all that. And I'm like, bro, I didn't come here for that, man. I came here ready to grind, to work. You know what I'm saying? Put in my time. I gotta take care of my family. I gotta eat.
Yeah, facts.
So for me to keep coming to work, having all this animosity, that's what it felt like every fucking day I was walking in the building. It was just animosity. It was like, okay, what can I do today to fuck with his mental and fuck with his mind? Because listen, bro, Lattimore coming in, Lattimore doing this thing, and I'm like, bro, it can be me and Lattimore.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you know they don't fucking pay. They don't like to pay people either. So it's
Lord.
Boy,
yes, we might talk about that. What you mean? What you mean they ain't paying people?
Man,
hold on. Before you start, what's Keenan up with y'all? It was you and K-Lou.
Was that my rookie year?
So yeah, Keenan gone when Lat came in.
Because
he had a problem too.
That's what I'm saying.
That bitch knee looked like a head
at
one
saying,
point.
Bro.
So yeah, let's talk about it.
So when he was going through his shit, Keenan Lewis was going through his shit. We was in the training room and he was like, bro, don't let them fucking people fuck over you.
Oh yeah, bro.
Don't let them fuck over you.
K-Lou like that for sure.
K-Lou, don't let them fuck over you. You know what I'm saying?
K-Lou with the shits, for sure.
Don't let them do this to you, dog. What they doing to me right now is fucked up. I can't really help. I ain't really got my back, and they steady trying to force me out here to play. So don't let nobody. If you hurt, bro, say you fucking hurt and go and take your time. I'm like, man, look at me. Oh, I ain't gonna never let that shit happen to me. That's what I just. I ain't gonna let that shit happen to me. I appreciate you. And look what happened. It fucking happened the next year, and I'm just like, bro, it's real. The shit real.
Crazy.
And what I mean by they not paying people, dog,
I was sure about to ask that.
Think about this, bro. You got cornerbacks that are playing well, right? And you got young guys that are coming in. You get making our defensive rookie of the year. All right. You know, you making all the high. Okay, in a few years, you're gonna have to do what
you got to
pay up.
Cake up.
Mind you, now you got a cat that's here that balled for you.
Right.
Free agent.
Right.
Balling for you. You give him an opportunity to play 1 year, 2 years. He's showing out for you that third year. You talking about getting rid of him. What you mean?
So you saying you should have cashed out after year 2?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying.
But you should have cashed out after year 2, though.
What I'm saying is they they should be more open to paying free agents than playing people who get drafted. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
'Cause they
facts,
make
facts,
sure they
facts.
take care
They're gonna
of
take care of the
guys
draft
who-
picks.
that's
You
what
know
I'm
that.
saying.
You know
That's what
that.
I'm
You
getting
know
at.
that. You know
Bro,
that.
you have a free agent who balled out 1 year, 1 year 2. Man, pay this man. Come
You
on.
know that. So let's
What we
say,
holding for?
right. So 45 tackles, 3 picks. First year, you signed a what? 2 year?
It was a 3
year?
3-year deal.
You tried to restructure.
2 and an option. Nope. They
See.
told me after my second year, that's when we can do it. And that's when I started
And that's when
having
the
my
injury.
feeling. See
So
what I'm saying?
maybe that's why that happened. Then I don't think they want to drop a bag on you, bro.
Man, bro, that's what I'm saying. So it's
I don't
like
think they want to drop a
after
bag.
having conversations with the higher ups about, oh, we can pay, we could do this, we gonna do all that, and then when shit happens with your injuries
Yeah,
and all
it's
that,
over.
then it's over with. They like kick you to the curb.
Because I remember
It's
that.
real.
I remember that. I think I talked to you like during that off season. Philly came into the pitch. I don't know if you remember that conversation. I mean, you talked about Philly. I think Philly wanted to sign you, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that. So boom, nothing happened with that. Then CFL again. Why CFL again? Which you became the highest paid cornerback in CFL too at that time.
Yeah, so why the CFL was I didn't really have that many options, man. Once the Denver Broncos brought me in, once the Saints released me in 2017-18 season, the Denver Broncos brought me in. I took a tour of the facility and everything. I done everything there. Shook John Elway hand as I was about to go in and sign the deal. They cleared me and everything. Bro, everything was
good. It's time to rock out.
Man, 5 minutes before I'm about to sign, man, they pulled the contract. So they pulled the contract, and I'm asking my age, like, bro, what's going on? You know, he was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So in my mind, I'm like, what? Like, y'all cleared me. Y'all said I was good to go. You didn't have no neck issues with the Saints, so you're good in our books.
Mm-hmm.
Have a field day on the field when you get the practice. That's what the damn
Right.
doctor told. When you get out to have a field day.
Right.
Okay, so I'm in my mind, everything is smooth. My
It's
agents
time to
pulled
work.
up. My agents pulled up in the truck. They got the suits on, looking fresh. So we know what time it is.
Time to go to work.
You feel me? So when we get there, my agents get in there, and next thing you know, they pull the contract. Like, oh no, we're not gonna take a chance with you. So I'm like, what the? So we had to leave there. I immediately, New England called me that night. We flew to New England. Right. They flew me out to New England. So we in New England. The same thing happened. Shook Bill Belichick hand. Walk around the staff. They showing love. Bro, they pulled the contract again. So I had to.
So you getting blackballed?
Bro, it's something big, dog.
NFL, we need answers,
It's
babe.
something big. Because when I asked my boy, one of my guys who I played with before, I actually asked Oakland Raiders if you know what's going on. Like, I'm gonna try to get on with them. He gonna tell me, man, word through the grapevine is that you was an alcoholic, you showed up to work drunk, you had marital issues, marital problems. I'm like, wait, what? I said, hell no.
Sean Payton, I need you to come up here, baby.
So I got all that, when he told me, I'm like, no, none of that even. I'm like, so all that was thrown and said about my name, so I had no choice but to go back to the CFL.
So it definitely was the Saints. What you think? Fuck thing. It gotta be. Who else would do it? Yeah, fact, it's dead and gone now. But
see, my thing is, it was a whole bunch of other shit that was going on too. Man, Sean Payton could have got it too. We could have really threw some hands in the meeting room too. So it was all that. The man couldn't get to me. Felt like he was trying to control me. But when he couldn't control me, now he's felt, I got you. I'm gonna show you who's really boss.
Hey, and coaches,
I ain't hit no other team, dog.
Coaches do that just for the people who think it's a game. Like, coaches play them type of games, bro. Like, till this day, I'm gonna take it back to college, not to even try to talk. I still ain't talking to my college coaches, bro. Cause like, it just bad blood just came out of nowhere. Like, you get to your senior year and you start to hold me. Like, what's going on? Like, coaches really? No, I don't really fool coaches too much, but we ain't gonna even talk about that though. So boom, we back in the CFL, right? You the highest paid DB. You handle your business. Let's say we retire. You came back a second time, but you retired the first time, and you start popping up with a lot of cannabis. How the cannabis come about? Like, what made bro get high all the time, bro? Cause like, you be skying, bitch. So what's going on?
Listen, man. So I found love with cannabis in 2018. I tried it with a couple of my teammates out there in the CFL in Hamilton, and they used to walk in the locker room smelling like
what?
Gas.
I play with some real blowers, bitch.
Yeah.
I play with some real blowers.
Pat, You can smell it
Bro,
coming
listen.
through. You can smell it coming through the locker room. Them boys pulling in. You can smell it in the locker room. Bro.
Open the door, fucking cloud come out that bitch. Yeah, I already know.
So I'm sitting. I'm like, y'all boys know we got practice, right? We got practice, y'all. We about to be running out there. You know, I'm the only one serious, and I ain't. You know,
Oh, they don't
so
care.
like we got practice. They're like, bro, you got to understand cannabis. You have to go understand, you know, the benefits behind it. And I'm like, all right, cool. They said, look, we gonna smoke after the Calgary game. You come hang out with us. I bet. So after the Calgary game, body bung up hurting. So they had Obama runs. So,
Right.
So they took me a couple puffs, started coughing like crazy. My first breath coughing like crazy. Pat, next thing you know, I ate me some food, was out for about 9 hours.
Oh yeah.
Woke up the next day, body so relaxed. I was like, yo, I could play another game.
Work.
I said I could go another game. I could play another full 3 hours, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I got into weed while I played, cause I used to be hurting, bro. But I wasn't the smoking type, but you might make me get high tonight, man.
Man, listen, but my thing is,
We
I did
might
not
roll
know about
up.
the medicinal benefits they had behind it. I did not know about it, and as the next day I told my coach, I walked out, I said, Coach, man, I can go another game, bro. He said, bro, go sit down. I said, Coach, I finally smoked marijuana, and like my body feels good. He's like, boy, go sit down, and I'm like, I gotta start doing my research, because why they been telling us these lies? Why we got the DARE program sitting up here from they started brainwashing us from ground up.
But think about it. But
big.
you could drink all you want.
Can drink all you want.
Drink or kill you, bro.
How many alcohol?
Drink or kill you, bro. Way before we were.
Accidents do they have a year, dog?
Every team gonna have DUIs. You know that.
Come on, man.
Niggas riding down the wrong side of the road.
Come on, man.
You feel me? Like,
But that's legal though.
But that's legal. Nigga,
on,
beer ain't beer sponsored NFL? Coors Light, right?
Come on, man.
Go get drunk all you want, fellas.
Come on,
Don't
man.
smoke no
It's
weed,
good.
though. That's
Don't
crazy to
smoke
me,
the
too,
weed, bro.
man.
Don't
But
smoke the weed,
so,
but you
boom,
can
you
drink
started
it.
hitting the weed. You're feeling great. You're feeling good. Like, now you're basically an advocate for weed. Would you say that?
I'm an advocate for weed. I mean, I learned. So in 2018, man, I did all my research. I went learning. I was like, man, I want to get involved more with it.
Right.
So this is not just about getting high now. This is just not just about, smoking on. I really want to understand the different medicinal benefits. I want to understand the effects. I want to understand the aromas, the different terpenes. I want to understand the different cannabinoids. I want to know what makes it do what it do. So I got more involved in it.
Yo, bro, weed here, bro. You just broke down weed and so many. The who? Cannabinoids?
Cannabinoid.
Oh,
It's a cannabinoid system, man.
This nigga know weed, y'all. What
Yeah,
the
but we
fuck?
got but what I'm saying
Damn.
is we need to know these
Nah,
things,
facts though,
right?
facts. Cause niggas just be smoking just to smoke. Like, you're really smoking with a purpose.
There you go.
Basically. I like
Right?
that.
It's very therapeutic. Like, it helps my anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from chronic pain. I suffer from my chronic
with the neck.
arthritis,
Facts.
my neck and stuff, my spine. So cannabis help. We've been on all the pills. The league,
Yeah, I ain't
the
gonna lie.
league, the one who really sponsored us with the pills.
I ain't gonna lie. One game I took like 8 pills, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I had the cartridge, the 7 day.
Yeah, I took like
I
8
had the
pills.
7 day, man.
I been popping. I think what I told. What is it, PCL?
Yeah. MCL, PCL.
Yeah, I
ACL,
told my people, man, I took like 8 pills. I ain't feel nothing in my knee. I woke up hurting.
Sick, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's true too. So I definitely take weed over pills any day.
There you go.
So boom. So where we going with the weed though? Like, you want the strand? A lot of people making their own strand too. That's fire.
Man, you know what, bro?
Bro strand, man.
I want to do all that, man, but I want to do it in God's time.
Facts.
I want to do it in God's time. I don't want to rush it. When we want to do things our way, it don't tend to work out that way, right? So
Right.
you just let God in control. So I definitely manifest. I pray every morning. I wake up about 3:30, 4 o'clock every morning, every day, and I manifest. I start telling my goals and my dreams and my visions, and I talk it to the universe. I just let it know this is what I want. This is what's gonna happen. And man, listen to me. I watch it unfold every day. I watch certain intricate parts of it. It works every day. Shows
Right.
every day.
Let's talk about the book too. We bought book right here. So let them know about the
Yeah,
book,
man.
man.
I bought Unc book, man. Surviving the Vietnam War, man. He created this book and wrote this book to help his brothers. He wanted to find his 5 brothers that
Right.
they split up in the middle of the night when they was in Vietnam. So it's pretty cool, man. So y'all make sure y'all check this out.
Survive. Let them know who Onk is too. Is the reason why we're talking about weed. Then we went straight to the book. So let them know who Onk is.
Yeah, man, Unc Emo, man. I met Unc Emo at one of my events, man. He's this 60-year-old rapper. He's a fucking baller. He's a beast. I love him, man. Great entertainer, man. He's still rapping with them badass knees, and he getting up. Nah, he know
Hey,
he know
listen,
how to talk shit.
I ain't
He
gonna
know how
lie,
to
a
talk shit.
60-year-old rapper is crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. But my thing is, he's doing it with love. That's why.
Yeah, and I be seeing his page. He
The
dope.
reason
I
why I'm
fuck with
really
him.
messing with Onk because he showed me tremendous love, man. You know what I'm saying? He came and bought 5 of my books.
Right,
You know,
right.
and he even know me, man. He
Right.
just, he pulled up, showed me. Shout out to Kane too, man. He told him what I was doing, and he came and brought 5 of my books, and he passed them out to people, man. So it's a great guy, man. So
did.
he spread love to me, passed love to me,
So
man.
we gotta
I'm
show
doing
it back.
the same thing.
Salute, Unc.
Absolutely.
For real, we're gonna get Unc on the show too,
Yes,
man.
sir.
All right,
Shout
so
out to
boom.
Onk.
All right, that's the weed. We talked the weed part. So now what's next for bro? Like I know you coaching, right?
Yeah, man.
Into coaching. Talk about coaching.
Man, I'm in the coaching. I'm in a motivational.
I see you
speaking.
training. I see you training too.
I'm doing some training, man. So, bro, I'm all over the place right now. I'm wherever God needs me, man. I always stay where my feet are. I don't do more than what's expected. Shit. I mean, I'm just doing a lot. I'm coaching. I'm in cannabis brands out there. I really want to work with.
Oh, we need
cannabis.
some. We need
You know,
some
big
weed
time.
sponsors.
Absolutely. I really want to work with cannabis brands out there. So if you guys really want to do some partnerships, we can do it. We can work because it's very therapeutic for us in our bodies instead of the alcohol and the cigarettes. Man, we need to change our lifestyle and change our mindsets to cannabis.
So, picture. Why not start your own?
Man, you know what? Like I said, in God's time, whenever that,
True.
I'ma feel that energy. I'ma feel that because it's gonna come to me.
That's
You know,
true.
You know,
But you know, instead of waiting on them, start our own. We start our own weed. I know some growers.
Yeah.
We can get busy, man. Fuck the talk. They gonna call us.
Man,
So
listen.
boom, bro. So like, I started this show. You feel me? Leave little messages for the youngest coming up who want to play ball. Cause everybody think they want to play ball. Till they don't know what goes on behind the scenes, bro. So what would you say to like the young cats coming up who trying to get into that world, trying to make it to the NFL, the CFL, USFL, XFL, whatever? Because what it is, only 1% make it to the NFL, right?
Yeah, man.
So everybody's not making it.
Yeah.
Just a fact.
Yeah, well, shit. What I tell people, the younger kids, man, is time is what you have. You know, it's time is not what you have. It's what you do while you have it, right? So just take your time. You know, let your develop first. Have fun. Be a kid. You know, I tell the parents.
Most importantly,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, let the
parents
kids
at
be a
park ball
kid,
games are
man.
starting to get
Yeah.
on my nerves.
Going crazy. So
Like,
I,
let them
I
kids
just
have
tell them,
fun.
let the kids be a kid and just enjoy the journey, right? Play every sport, play every position, right? Because you don't know yet, you're young. As time going, you're going to develop. You're going to get a sense of understanding of what you
Right.
want to do. You're going to get a sense of where you lie it on the field. If you want to play this sport, that sport, then you can tell your mom, you know,
Right.
look, mom, I don't want to play basketball. I feel, you know, so just be a kid, and then when that time comes for you to make a decision on where you want to go, with you, man, you do
You
it.
go with your move.
Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Don't let them tell you what you can't do, what you're not gonna do. You're weak. You're too small, man. Just believe in yourself,
Facts.
right? Believe in yourself, man. Here's a guy who broke his neck and still made it to the league. So you
NFL,
can
that's
do it. Don't
crazy.
let nobody tell you what you can't do. I tried to commit suicide at 9 years old. Right? Nobody knew about it. I tried to commit suicide at 9 years old, and I still made it. So you can do whatever you want.
Right.
All right?
I'm glad you ain't go through with that too, bro. Real talk.
For sure, man.
I hope the parents paid attention to that part because y'all be wilding sometimes. Let them kids have fun, man. So, you know, how much time we done put in today? It's been a great time chopping it up with my Brody. But we done come to the end of a session. Bro, I appreciate you coming through, family.
Man, you know
I love you forever,
know
dog.
it,
Real
dog.
talk.
Man,
And
for sure.
catch us on the next episode, bitch. We out.